here today in Manchester, outside the National Football Museum, with a presence of people gathering. There was some music playing earlier, but I think they've been asked to turn it off. In the Manchester Piccadilly Gardens, there's quite a large police presence, because I do believe that at some point people may congregate at that point. But we'll have to see what happens from here, because it's my understanding that there may be a march taking place.
Mr. Rimmer, you alright, sir? Mr. Rimmer there. Rocking. So, man, the atmosphere building now. We're all building up for the action. Hey, you couldn't change. Let's more focus. Let me just tell you about Paul. Paul has run for Liverpool Mayor twice, is it? And the police commissioner. And the police commissioner in Merseyside. And obviously, with what's going on, Merseyside's run by gangsters, and Paul is just a normal person, wants to get in, but they don't want that. They want cabals running our towns and that, who make their own money and stuff. Like Joe Anderson, Anna Rothery, all the scum over there, honestly.
Matthews, but they're all being exposed, thankfully.
Yeah.
They're being smoked out, you know.
You're here for a picnic, aren't you?
Correct, we're here for a picnic, yeah, I'm on my own, like, you know that, don't you?
I can see that, yes.
The disproportionate measures, mate, to the COVID-19, isn't it, really? That's basically what it's all about, yeah.
People!
While people are saying we are the people, are you one of the people?
No, I'm not one of the people. I'm not prepared to admit that on camera. I think it may appear obvious, though, to be honest, yeah. We're having our rights and freedoms stripped by the minute, aren't we? 3 weeks to flatten the curve has turned into 12 months, basically, and it's unacceptable, and you know, it has to end now. The cure can't be worse than the disease, which is exactly what's happening now. You know, we were told to protect the NHS, the vulnerable and the elderly, and obviously 12 months later on down the line, it's clear there's going to be a lot more damage and devastation and destruction to people's mental health and whatever else, you know, due to this. So it's got to end now. It's got to end now.
Going to be a challenge today for the police, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, it depends which way you want to look at it, really. A challenge for the police, it doesn't need to be a challenge, we're just exercising our basic human rights and freedoms. In London and to the previous gatherings, though, there has been issues with the police steaming in unnecessarily, so we'll see, really.
It's my understanding that the Met Police are a force to themselves.
Absolutely, 100%, yeah, 100%, yeah. I've been down there and witnessed it, you know, and several times, really, and yeah, it's just completely disproportionate again, to be honest. Like, it's unjustified, and, you know, it seems to be... you know, certain gatherings are allowed to continue whilst others aren't, and it's just, you know, what's the agenda there is the question, like, do you know what I mean?
So it will be interesting to see how the police this. I believe there might be a few protests of different kinds and gatherings, should we say.
What, today here?
I believe there may be 2 or 3 at different times.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, looks like that's going to be certainly going to be the case in London, but we've got to be careful not to get dragged in. You know, we know that infiltrators and agent provocateurs operate at these events. We're just here to exercise our basic human rights and freedom peacefully and non-violently. If we talk about taking our freedoms back, really, well, we should just continue to live our lives non-compliantly anyway to corrupt, unenforceable laws and you know, diktats from a corrupt criminal government, really. You know, it sounds a bit extreme, but that's where we need to go. We just need to live our lives and you know, just live free, really, to be honest. And we don't need to be at these protests, if that's what you want to call them, or these freedom gatherings. It's a show of support and unity, but just live our lives normally, naturally, and let's get on with it. Let's just crack on.
It's a challenge today, I think, for everybody. One, not to be arrested. One, for the police not to arrest people unnecessarily. There's going to be an interesting day today. What can I say? How do you think the day is going to unfold?
Well, that's that. I think. But I've not a clue what's going on, but I think they'll probably march, end up in the gardens. Last time we had the march in Manchester, there was about 600 or 800, and the police didn't bother at all. Walking round, blocked 3 times to walk round, no, on the roads, they didn't bother.
Would you like to say anything?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Have you anything to say in pug language? Any more?
Don't give up. Don't give up. We're fighting for our rights. We have to.
Fuck Boris. Ruff. Fuck Eton boys. Fuck the establishment. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Freedom for the people. We are the 99%. Ruff, ruff.
He's looking a bit rough, isn't he?
Oh yeah, dog rough.
I think turnout's brilliant, definitely. I know that there's other groups in other areas of Manchester, so we'll pick up momentum as it goes on, so it's going to be an awesome day, definitely.
Don't give up. We're fighting for our rights. We have to.
I like your beard. Is it a Rasta beard?
Thank you, brother. It's a Peruvian llama beard.
And how do you actually get by with that through the day? Do you suffer from bacterial pneumonia at all?
You have to keep on top of it, grooming. You need to let your whippet lick you often.
Well, I thought that were a whippet, but I've been told it's a pug.
It is a pug. It's an alien life form on this planet.
Has the pug ever licked you?
It's on my list.
From my observations, it's always peaceful. However, when the police turn up, it tends to change a little bit sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Always. They'll allow us to peacefully protest for 1 to 2 hours, and then after that they come in with the riot gear, and it's just not nice. They incite violence every time. But let's hope that they've learnt from their mistakes and that they don't do that today.
And I think the police are moving in. They're trying to gather their evidence, as they say.
That'll go on today, please. Make sure you focus your cameras on that, because I know you'll catch that, won't you? You won't just focus on the things that you've already aggravated after it started, will you? Well, I'm sure it'll happen like it usually does. So just be on the side of law and order and not on the side of politics, please.
You've seen what happens with the Met in London, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I've seen what the TSG do in London on 2 occasions. I were at Trafalgar Square both times, and from both times they come in from each side and they're running in the platoons, and they have 4 to 5 platoons on each side. On one occasion I actually tried to stop him. I don't know what I was going to do, little old me, but I did my best. I was like, stop, stop, stop. And you know, it surprised me how they were so revved up and they were raring to go. Even though I'm saying, you know, there's children there, there's old people, why are you having to do this? And yeah, I got pushed in chest and told to fuck off, basically.
Any messages for the people for this year?
For this year? Stay strong, stay together, build your networks, get into your local communities and start building networks there. Yes, come to protest, you know, and network further afield, but get in your local areas this year and stay tight, stay safe.
So we're here today in Manchester with a nice peaceful gathering, shall we say?
That's right, yeah.
What's your message to the people watching this?
Well, just to spread the love and unity, we should all hug together. We should all just be free. You're free, we're free inside. God's made us free, so we should show the inside on the outside and be free, because we are free. Just freedom.
What do you think of the turnout?
Fantastic, yeah, really cool. Excellent.
Have you fetched your sandwiches?
I'm on a diet today. I've lost over a stone in a week. I've got my diet packs, and we've travelled up from Sunderland to Manchester. So yeah, I'm here. It's really cool.
I like your hats, from Scotland.
Yeah, I'm from Scotland originally. Yeah, I just bought that when I got here.
Just give me a bit of Scottish.
A bit of Scottish. Bra brick moonlight. It's a bright, bright moonlight night tonight. It's a bra brick moonlight. That's Gaelic and Scottish.
And what were you saying? Translate that for English.
Yeah, I speak Norwegian as well. I lived there for a while. It's a bright, bright moonlight night tonight. It's a bra brick moonlight. And I can speak Norwegian. Hadi bra dag, veldig glad you see die. Have a good day, it's very good to see you.
I can speak Liverpudlian.
Yeah, Liverpudlian, that's my favourite accent.
Tjechin.
Really? That's my favourite accent, that like.
Right.
Everybody just spread the love, pretty much. Keep free. We're made to be free. Free to be me. Keep free, honestly, like Belinda Carlisle was there in Stars Rise. Been listening on the way here. Live your life, be free. Open up your heart and you will see. So just be free. That's what we're made to be. Free.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Live TV, live camera.
Right, I'm just going to work my way through, have a look at the paperwork. I'll see what's happening. So we have a What's the pens for?
Pens to fill a form in.
What's the form? What's the form about?
Well, they have to. It's a complaint. You're actually making a complaint against the council, etc., the government. So it's just so they can't actually accuse us of doing something illegal.
Right. So it looks like they're signing something, some kind of petition of complaint towards the police.
Right, you've got to make and she's this big, so I definitely can't. Kayla wants to smash it.
Hello.
What are the pens for? Do you know?
What's that? The pens are for the crime report. So, so in London, the UK FA, the UK Freedom Alliance, they're working with a small team of people that have put together a 440-page double-sided legal crime report. That's being handed in today in a Westminster police station. On the back end of that, the Manchester process popped up on the radar, and we found out that the TAU from Manchester, the Tactical Arms Unit, have been called to London to help with the protest. Also, the Special Ops from Birmingham are going down to London. Someone had a bright idea of popping up a Manchester protest, which means it spreads their resources. Obviously, people are peaceful. We're not doing anything wrong. So the crime report's being handed in London today. And then someone had the great idea of doing one in Manchester against the Manchester City Council, which was already underway, by the way. And it bolted onto the crime report, which gives everyone that's got a crime report, or anyone that's walking there, to get a crime report from the police station, fill in a crime report against the crimes against the people in Manchester. You can be a victim of it, or you can be a witness to it. If you're a witness of a crime, it's your duty to report it as soon as possible. So everyone here today that's finding out about the crimes, it's your duty to go to Manchester Police Station and hand in a crime report.
Do you think many people are going to go to the police stations today?
Have a look around you.
It'll be interesting to see how that unfolds.
They've been coming to us for a long time. Let's go and see them. Let's save them the effort, save them the time, save them the money and the transport fuel. We'll go to them.
Most people who are here now are coming with us to the Newton Heath Constabulary.
Because if you want to walk without a mask on in a group, without being not being stopped, then how do you do it? There's ways around things. There's a loophole and everything. Use their tools. Use the tools against them, and let them do it with love, not with hate, not with anger. Okay? See through. Use the light.
We're here to support humanity. Humanity is under a terrible strain at the moment. The president of Tanzania was given 27 million euros by the EU to enforce a lockdown. He took the money and he scrapped the lockdown. We need more people like the president of Tanzania, because he knows, and like some of the leaders, like the president of Belarus and the president of Brazil, and one or two other countries, they know that it's not real. And they're not going to enforce something that's not real on their own countrymen. Unfortunately, in this country, we don't have brave souls who are prepared to do that. They've got too much invested in, you know what I mean. So, it's up to the people, because we don't have true representation, it's up to the people to represent themselves, to present themselves, report crimes to the constabulary, and even if nothing happens, and we don't expect anything to happen, but at least we put people on notice that we know what's going on. But they just say, died of COVID, or died 2 days after testing positive for COVID. That doesn't mean anything. You could say, died 2 days after washing up and breaking a cup. Does that mean that you... It's all nonsense. It's weaponization of language. So we're here to stand in our truth, to support humanity. Now, obviously we're going to upset some people, because you know what they say, you can't please all the people all the time. But if we don't do this, we wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
The right to peaceful association, assembly, expression and protest.
How much of the... could you just turn it around for me again? Magna Carta 1215, how much of that is still in force today?
All of it's in force. It's the highest law in our land. You know, we have a constitution that is still, you know, it's the highest law basically, and that is what counts, because the Queen wrote back to the barons, Article 61 of the 1215 Magna Carta.
Do you think the magistrates actually recognise this?
No, because it's not taught in the schools. Actually, last time I was on a protest, I shouldn't really say that, a peaceful protest in Chester, and my friend and I, we got on this bus, and I had this placard actually, and there was an elderly lady on there. And basically, I said to her, do you know about the Magna Carta? And she said, oh yeah, I know about the Magna Carta. I said, oh, well, how come you know about the Magna Carta? She said, because I used to be a history teacher, and it's just not taught in the schools anymore. So there you have it. That's exactly what's going on. Sorry, I've got a bit of a headache today, so I can't think straight, you know.
What about the Crown Courts? Will they recognise it?
I very much doubt it. Maybe the older ones will. But the younger ones nowadays, I think they're just taught it's been repealed or anything. But actually, if you go into something like the practical lawful dissent, it will show you all the evidence of it being in power now. And, well, those who've explored it know it, right? Those who haven't explored it really don't.
I think they're going to set off on a march now. It looks like they've got a lot of letters to hand into the police station. I think there's a lot of complaints coming their way, should we say. So let's just join the vantage point a bit further forward, see what's happening. So over there, the sign saying, there is one normal life, it belongs to you, not them. So this is where it's starting.
As we know, it's the evil.
No, for fuck's sake.
Bit of a challenging day for you today, isn't it, sir?
Pardon?
Bit of a challenging day for you today.
This is my job. I'm here to keep people safe, that's what I'm here to do.
Has there been any arrests so far?
I'm not going to make any comments towards anything like that, sorry.
Thank you very much. What's it like driving a bus in Manchester?
You can see it yourself.
A lot of pedestrians out today, isn't there?
Very interesting.
Anything to say about the people walking in front of you?
No, really not.
Wise words. Bit of a challenging day for you.
Not too bad.
Freedom! Cheers. Hello, you're right.
Film me. I'm normally the old lady with blonde hair, with grey hair.
Normally?
The one that, you know, when you filmed me in Manchester going off and you said to the police, why are you harassing this lady? That's me.
I remember you.
Do you remember New Year's Eve? Yeah, he films everybody ace. Yeah, freedom! Hopefully the last protest before we find out the truth about what's going on. You are history in the making. Anybody who's filming what's going on these last months and year and whatever, this is the new history books in the making.
And people like yourself adding to that history.
Huh?
People like yourself.
Well, we've all come out, we've all said our bit and did our different things because we knew something was wrong. We knew something was wrong. And now it's all coming to an end. We're going to get the great reveal in the next weeks, days, weeks, months. Definitely. We're going to be free.
Onwards and upwards, they say.
Absolutely. The truth will come out about the royal family, Vatican City.
Controversial matters coming out.
The MPs, the MPs. Everybody's going to have to retrain. The police are going to have to retrain. We're going to have a new government. We'll be having a better voting system because obviously the Dominion voting system is corrupt. So we're going to have freedom. This might be the last walk, masses walk for freedom. Let's hope London's got a really good turnout. What do you think?
I think it has.
Brilliant. If there's going to be trouble, it'll probably be down there.
Just looking for people's opinions. Obviously, you're caught up in the traffic. Is there anything you'd like to say about this?
I mean, I'm not really bothered, to be fair. Like...
Do you have any opinions about anti-mask?
No, not really. No, if you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask.
Thanks very much. So there we go. We've got a nice little interaction with the driver. Okay, currently we have a drone in the air. Someone's filming the double-decker bus. Is it going to hit? This will be interesting. Oh, he's going up in the air because there's a bus coming. There we go. So they're currently holding the traffic up while they make the protest. And the bus driver is a little bit impatient. So we've got people on the buses, obviously wearing masks. Happy people, and you can see that they're smiling when the eyes go slanted. We'll just see if he's breaking the speed limit here. Yes, he's definitely breaking the speed limit. 1.1 miles per hour, that's definitely breaking the speed limit. How's your day going so far?
So far, so good, mate. How's yours?
Brilliant, nice and peaceful. Thank you very much for your hospitality, shall we say.
You're welcome.
Hospitality, yeah. Is that a right choice of words? Well, the police do provide a service, and you know, it has to be recognised for what it is. So if they're going to provide a service that's professional, impartial, I think that's an interesting point. It has to be impartial. And while it's impartial, then they can provide a good service to the public. Well, that's the idea anyway. So in the meantime, we've got the Royal Mail. Business as usual. Yeah, Royal Mail, business as usual. I'll see if I can come between these two for a separation. I'm going for the middle shot. Brilliant, thank you very much.
Morning, how are we doing?
How are you doing? You all right?
Are you in Sheffield today?
Not today, I'm in Manchester.
Ah, there we are. So am I. So are we.
You would like to add anything to the camera?
It's great to be all here, all together.
Just like being with other people and just not being stuck at home and allowed to be with people and talk to people and be close to people.
Without a mask on.
Yeah, just be free, like we should be.
Yeah.
Are you from Manchester?
Yes, I am. I hope so.
Not so far to go home.
No.
Sheffield, that's.
Oh, Sheffield.
So Lancashire, the War of the Roses in this relationship, perhaps?
Well, allegedly.
The white rose and the red rose.
Yeah. Oh, we're all the same.
Have a nice time.
All right, cheers.
So it looks like we've got blue lights up front. Cheers. So currently we've got a steady pace walking down the road. Police have not really interacted with anybody at the moment, and I would say that it's all been peaceful and calm. So the bus is currently on hold for the moment. I'm just escorting the buses very peacefully.
I think the police have asked them to be barricades, haven't they?
Yeah, a mobile rolling roadblock, is it, they call it?
I just asked that. Like, are they here for the public safety or are they to keep the traffic moving slowly?
Well, it looks like safety in mind.
Or maybe not.
So, currently have a police presence looking after everybody's safety.
Filming for the television,
Watch out, don't. Hey.
One sec.
Fuck the lockdown! If I was in London, I would do it. If I was in London,
We're like ants on a dog's back, and when the dog shakes, the ants go, and that's what's happening. We're a surplus to requirements, unfortunately. We're not needed anymore as technology's taking over. I just think people need to stand together. As divided we fall. I've always heard the saying, but it's only recently that it's actually come to light that it's actually true.
Yeah.
And that's what these elites do. They try and divide us with Black Lives Matter, things like that, and now women's rights, that's another division thing.
Well, this is it, quite controversial, isn't it? A lot of people sit on the fence as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and a lot of people take the piss out of you for having beliefs, which I personally think, you know, is the worst thing you can do. Sorry for swearing. You know, it's the worst thing you can do.
Well, there's plenty of people here that's peaceful that I've seen. I haven't seen anybody who's caused any problems. What about yourself?
There's no need for violence. All we're doing is trying to make people aware of what's going on. And to be quite honest with you, you know, I wish I didn't believe this, but it just seems to me that everything that's happening is part of a big agenda, and I think the big agenda is the population is just fucking out of control.
Yeah, there's quite controversial. A lot of these philanthropists, the likes of Bill Gates, I think Prince William even agrees that there's too many people on the planet.
Well, yeah, I think Bill Gates, I mean, everyone knows that even his father was, he's been born into it, hasn't he, Bill Gates, you know, with Planned Parenthood, his father pushing that, weren't he? People just need to do a bit more research and look at the bigger picture.
Was you aware that you were being followed?
I'm just, yeah, helping out, I guess, with unknowingly. I want to get an interview.
There is a virus. There's always been a virus, you know, even from the olden days with the plague, you know, and it's a natural thing, and it changes every year, like you say. But
well, they've got the new vaccine out now, haven't they? Just like every year they have a new influenza vaccine.
Oh, the one that Boris Johnson was saying he's having, the AstraZeneca jab.
Yeah, a lot of controversy at the moment. All these countries are banning it at the moment because they're concerned about blood clots. Yet Mr. Boris Johnson, he seems to think or believes that it's safe.
Well, he will say that, won't he? He's part of the... He's part... There's us and them, isn't there? You know, there's a divide. So-called elites. But the government are down there and there's people up there. He's a puppet, is Boris Johnson. He's not the leader of the country. He never has been. Don't matter who you vote for either, you know, these people control them, and that's whatever happens is down, you know, it's orchestrated. Everything's orchestrated.
Romania tomorrow for street, or Romania for street tomorrow. Okay.
Have a nice day.
Have a day.
I'd love to go to Romania, but I think we have to have a vaccine to get out of the country. Is that right? I might be wrong. Quite controversial as it is. So in the meantime, let's just see what's happening up front. Right, currently we're heading towards Greater Manchester Police Headquarters, I do believe, and there's quite a large police presence around here. So they're taking it to the police today. The police obviously out in force, the police force. They're going to use the force. I wonder if I can stop them in the tracks. No, I won't bother with that. I'll just carry on filming. Quite a large presence up there now, as you can see in the distance. I need to get up front, see what's happening, and if I can get inside the police station legally and lawfully, I will try and get to the desk and see what it's all about.
Boris ma dużo pozwów. Boris ma dużo pozwów.
Can I just ask you, why are you not letting people in?
Because if we've got people coming in and out, people wearing masks, people not wearing masks. It's a working police station, that's why. So I've come out here to make it easier for you. Okay.
Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, nothing at all, thank you.
We appear to have had a coup in this country, sir. Who do we report it to?
I'm here to take your crime report, sir.
Okay, it's a coup, though. Is there a particular crime report for a coup d'etat?
Can't answer that question.
And it's a hidden coup as well. So, unfortunately, you guys are working for these criminals. Do you have anything to say about that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So will all these find a destination?
Yeah, I'll take every single one of them inside, yeah.
I reported the death of my sister here.
Sorry,
the death of my sister because of these measures.
Oh, right,
She's been murdered by this government and its policy enforcers and the NHS. So, you know, this is my own sister. So that's in there.
Okay.
And I don't suppose I'm the only one.
join us. Sorry to hear that. It's your kids as well, so join us.
So everybody's currently handing in a complaint of some kind to Greater Manchester Police. This box is here to collect all those complaints.
Refused to see her for 9 months. Took her to hospital by ambulance on the 9th of November. She was dead.
There's some forms over here to fill in.
Quite a lot of people here.
Okay. We'd like to thank Manchester Police Forces both today. Good job.
So they just wanted to thank Manchester Police Force for accommodating the situation.
Thank you very much. And keep the peace, guys. We're going to walk back to Manchester, have fun, and then disperse when we get back to Manchester. Thank you very much.
So everybody's heading back now towards Manchester. Not sure where they're going to congregate.
Facilitated it very well, unlike the Mets. Well, it's not that, you've not arrested them, unlike the Mets.
But these people have had enough with lockdown, shopping matches, with the government putting all these restrictions. Ridiculous. You can meet, but after 10 o'clock the virus is rampant. With 3 people you're all right, with the 4 people you're not. You can't see your granny, your granddad because of the care home. You can't do this. So we've just been, all the lights have all added up.
We're back at the Piccadilly Gardens in Manchester. It is Piccadilly Gardens, this, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate, yeah.
And the police obviously are waiting for, I believe, to be another different group of people taking to the street and expressing their opinions. So all I can say is the walk to the police station and back again, everything was peaceful. The police, they facilitated it. I have to say, I believe they facilitated that. And it's good to see that facilitation can still take place during a lockdown. Now, I'm going to say the Met Police don't seem to understand how to facilitate. However, I have heard that in London, so far, it is peaceful. However, I'm not there, and this is what I'm observing in Manchester.
We are the 99%. You are the people. You are the power. You are the 99%.
Just to catch up with you about the police station, it seemed to go very peaceful, didn't it?
Oh, it was amazing, the Great Manchester Police, but honestly, they were amazing. They did their job. That's exactly what they're paid to do, which is keep the peace. No laws were broken, and they escorted us down the road all the way to the police station. Even had someone outside, Inspector Andrew Torkington. Was it 9918 Inspector? And he took it in, handed it in, and we handed it in the box. Probably over, I reckon, easily 500 to a 600-700 crime reports handed in. It was an amazing time, amazing idea, and we'll see what happens next. But it allowed people to have a freedom passport. Basically, reporting a crime allows you to go from where your position where you land to the police station and back again unchallenged, unchallenged. Remember that, guys. Spread the word. Spread it like COVID.
Around, and we can only turn it around if the people who enforce regulations
at least understand what we do and why we're doing it. Yeah, they might not agree, well said, they might not agree, but at least they understand. And if they understand that we're halfway there to convincing them to, maybe they need to rethink everything. Okay, so it is about being peaceful, calm and persuasive by simply not complying, but in a nice, gentle, persuasive way. I call it the peaceful art of self-loving, gentle, non-compliance. Yeah, and I have a stick. I'm getting feedback. Okay, I have a sticker which just says, "The virus is fear and the pandemic is compliance." Okay, it's not a judgment. It's not. The vaccine is true. Yeah. It's just a gentle reminder to people who've not woken up yet that there's another way of looking at things. That they don't have to believe everything they read on the BBC or hear on the BBC. That they can use common sense. They were born with it, but somewhere along the line, common sense has been lost. And we're the ones at the coalface showing people just a bit of common sense. We are no more intelligent than anyone else, it's just that we've got a bit more common sense. What we did today is so powerful that the CDC and the ONS already took down 2 of the links that we had on our crime report. They've already done it in the last 10 hours, 12 hours. Okay, so the one for the ONS, which shows the true deaths, shows that the spike in deaths was post-lockdown. That's number 4 on our sheet. May have been blocked from the outside, possibly. Yeah, we don't know. But all we know is that when 1,000 or 2 people get together with a common goal, I nearly said common purpose then, I would have got lynched. I'd have got lynched. Common goal, the power, it reverberates around the world. It reverberates around the world. Yeah, so I know there's a lot of people that feel hopeless out there, but you are a shining example that just by standing, walking, marching with a common goal and being friendly and peaceful, you are inspiring billions, not just millions, billions out there. Absolutely billions. So, you know, I'll tell you what, give yourselves a round of applause for crying out loud. Come on!
You got some interesting signs here. Would you like to tell me more about that one? I guess you're shy. What about yourself?
I'm a text artist, and these are my words that I put all over my Instagram. Basically, this is just saying that we can't be silenced and we won't be silenced. That's it, basically. And fuck the Tories.
I've noticed your mask is going in and out as you breathe.
That's because it's a mask and I can't breathe.
Is it not restricting your oxygen intake by doing that?
Well, I'm just looking after people around us. It's supposed to be, it's an organised, safe event, so I'm just looking after people.
What could you tell me about COVID-19?
Not really much.
Why are you here today?
Because I'm here protesting about being silenced and women being harassed and women violence. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Have you seen what's happening in London with all the, you know, the way the police have been handling the previous protests?
Yeah, that's why we're here as well, because obviously we don't want to be, we shouldn't be getting silenced by the police or any form of order. It's our human right. So that's why we're here.
Who agrees that just because the government tells you to do something, you have to do it? Say no. 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 Just say no. Say I do not comply. I do not consent. That has been one of my favourite things I've said since this lockdown nonsense happened. I taught all my family and all my friends to say that they do not consent, that they are exempt from the bullshit. Who's exempt from the bullshit? Say yes! Whenever there is a challenge, whenever there is a struggle, there's also beauty unity is also benefits. I have seen so many people come together since these lockdowns. I've connected with my neighbours and my community in ways I never have before. And I invite you now just to look at the person next to you, maybe make eyes with a new friend, maybe connect with a new person. And if you feel to, give them a hug. Hugs are how we will win. Hugs boost your immune system. The government cannot stop us from hugging, no matter how much they try.
I'm from Manchester and I'm for human rights. I'm Iraqi, and last March, when I realized that I couldn't express my views because it felt a bit scary, I knew something was wrong. Because I came to this country in 1984 and I've never felt this before. This is what it was like in Iraq, and I tried to warn people. Now don't get me wrong, I had the virus last March, I have autoimmune condition, and I did have chronic fatigues for 2 months and stomach cramps for 10. But I also had problems from other medications for my arthritis. And I know not every condition they will say this treatment is the right one. So just because there was a pandemic, it didn't mean those measures were the right measures for it.
A lot of people are saying that it's no longer a high consequence infectious disease, and the government said it's no longer a high consequence infectious disease.
It never was. In March, in the infectious diseases, it was out of there. So flus are not easy. Flus are dangerous. When my mother was in a nursing home, every time there was a flu go around, we would get a call saying this could be the one. So we know that. But it doesn't mean that every treatment is the right treatment. This treatment has not helped my condition, has made it worse. This treatment has not saved anybody, it's actually made it more, and I'm repeating myself, I understand. I am tired, I am cold, and I'm scared, you know?
Do you wear a mask?
No, I do not wear a mask because at the end of the day, for right reasons, I actually have allodynia, so I've got sensitive nerve pain and I don't want to wear it anyway. But the fact is that my son, who's got skin condition, and he gets shouted at and screamed at every time he goes to a shop because he's a teenager, because he's not wearing a mask. You know, what's happened to our country? When a friend of mine, he says yesterday, well, I don't mind free will, like it's like a nice little topping on an ice cream. I don't mind to be free, but really, it's okay, I can live without it. Do they know what it's like not to be free? That's the problem. People don't know what it's like. When I was in Iraq, we were bombed, but you know what? We were more scared of the state because that's constant. You know, you could die of a bomb, but you're more likely because it's all around you, and that is the danger. You will never be safe if you are not free. So you want to save your country? Look at history. So this is a new political party. It needs shaping. They say it's bottom up, let's make it so. They need candidates for the next election so we can have a choice, because right now nobody is speaking on our behalf and the MPs are too scared because they don't have the backup. This might show them that people can give them backup. Okay?
Can I just ask you, what's the name of the Freedom? Because your finger was covering up the M.
Sorry.
It looked like Fredo.
Maybe it will sound better.